The streetlight flickered as she fell. Blood spread across the pavement like spilled paint. Her last word was a name: Eli. The men who pulled the trigger laughed, thinking it was over. But a pair of boots stepped from the shadows across the street. No police lights, no shouting, just silence and a whisper. You just shot the wrong woman. Because Eli wasn't just her brother. He was the kind of man who hunted monsters for a living.
Eli Turner, former Delta Force. 10 years of missions the government doesn't talk about. He'd come home to take care of his sister, Maya, after she opened a small community center in their neighborhood. She was the light of that block, feeding kids, helping addicts, painting murals where gangs once ruled. But not everyone liked change. 3 men started harassing her after she kicked them out for threatening teens. Tonight, she stayed late cleaning up while Eli was fixing her car across the street. Then came the gunshots. He ran. Too late. She was already on the ground. And when he saw their faces under the streetlight, something in him, the part trained to stay calm under fire, just broke. He promised Maya he'd never go back to that side again. But promises die with peace. The police arrived late, slow, uninterested. Gang incident, they called it. Nothing to do. Eli watched the 3 men walk free within hours, laughing outside the station. He didn't shout. He didn't argue. He just nodded quietly and went home. That night, his living room became a war room. On the table, photos, street maps, names, connections. His sister's blood still stained his shirt. He loaded a duffel bag he hadn't touched in years, silenced weapons, tactical gear, a worn photo of him and Maya as kids. And for the first time in a long time, the soldier returned. He didn't want revenge. He wanted balance. The men thought they were hunters, but by sunrise, they'd learn what it felt like to be prey. The first thug vanished before dawn. The second was found tied to a streetlight, shaking, whispering one word to the cops: ghost. The third one, their leader, panicked and called the police, begging for protection. But when the officer on the line asked for his name, a calm voice answered instead. This is Eli Turner. The cop froze because that name was on a classified list, a man whose entire unit had been labeled retired and dangerous. The officer whispered, "You're on your own," and hung up. By sunrise, the streets were quiet again. Neighbors found Maya's mural repainted, fresh, bright, whole again. The 3 men were gone. Only their weapons were left behind, wrapped neatly in a flag. Eli stood there in the early light, tired eyes fixed on the wall his sister once loved. When a young boy asked if he was okay, Eli smiled faintly. She believed in fixing broken things, he said. I'm just making sure no one breaks them again. As he walked away, the sun cut through the city haze, painting the world gold. He didn't look back, because justice didn't come from courtrooms or badges that day. It came from a brother who remembered what he was trained to do and why he stopped doing it. Sometimes, the most dangerous man alive is the one who fights only for love.